Hey girls, just wanted to get on here and check in with everyone. It's been a few weeks since I've been able to do an update, and I do apologize. Just with the holidays and everything going on, I've been extremely busy, so I haven't been able to do much vlogging. But I did want to get on here and give you my week 15 and my week 16 updates, and then also fill you in on the genders of the twins. So, first off, week 15, I felt like my belly had popped pretty good. It felt like a bowling ball kind of, and very heavy feeling, and I guess that's typical. I did end up going to Busch Gardens, which is an amusement park, with my family, and we walked around one evening and seen all the Christmas lights, and we were at the train and did a few other things, which was probably it was definitely the furthest and the longest time that I had walked in a long time, because I've been doing a lot of sitting down, relaxing, and so forth for the first 13 weeks because I was so sick, and then afterwards I've just kind of been doing the same thing because I just get out of breath really easy if I do too much. And I did notice that after walking around for a few hours, my stomach became very kind of hard, and it just felt really heavier than normal. So I did have to take a lot of breaks and whatnot, but it was still fun. I probably won't walk that much ever again until the babies are born, but it was definitely something that I loved going to see the Christmas lights and everything, and so yeah. But other than that, there really wasn't much that went on in week 15. As far as symptoms go, they're kind of the same thing for week 15 and 16. Basically, I still have the stretchy pains, and then of course some pain down in my cervix area, which I've been told that that's because of your ligament and everything stretching, and as far as all day sickness goes, I haven't had any. I've been very lucky and have not really felt nauseous at all. The only time I feel a little sick is I've been dealing with indigestion really bad. And it's not to the point where I want to take anything for it, like medication or anything. So I just try to stay away from the foods that I know that will definitely cause indigestion. And then I've tried some just bland foods, but even that sometimes causes it. I've only had a couple times where the indigestion was so bad that it just kind of surprised me, I guess, and I would throw up. But once you threw up, you were fine. So it's really not bad. I'm not complaining at all. It's a heck of a lot better than dealing with an all-day sickness thing. What else? I did try Tums for the indigestion, but the Tums, I think, kind of, I've noticed that when I do take the Tums, that's when I end up throwing up. So I don't think Tums settle well with me. I've never had a problem with them before, but I don't think they really work for the indigestion that I've got. So I just deal with it on a daily basis, seems like. Let's see, what else? So yeah, week 15 was kind of boring. Nothing much to do. And week 16 was kind of the same thing with the symptoms as far as indigestion, just the stretchy pains and whatnot. I know a lot of people have complained about acne, like on their chest and their back, and I do have a little bit, but nothing major. So, and the only other thing that has happened was week 16. I did end up with a severe cold, and that was really rough. It was probably about 4 or 5 days of sickness, and being pregnant, you can only take a certain amount of things anyway, so I did take what I could, and it helped some, but most of all that helped was probably resting and drinking a lot of fluids. Now, with the week 16, the exciting part about week 16 was we did get to go and find out the genders of our babies. Before I go into that, I'll just kind of go into the appointment itself. Basically, I'm given an hour of with the ultrasound tech, and the babies were not being cooperative whatsoever. Their umbilical cords were in between their legs, and when they would move, they would not be in the position that they needed to be in. But after about an hour of looking, the tech, thankfully my tech is very, she's awesome. She is a perfectionist, and she's been doing this for many, many years and has only been like wrong one time, and she kind of knew she was wrong. When she told the couple, she said that, you know, she's kind of 50-50 on the gender. But by the end of my ultrasound, she knew what the babies were, and she was 99% sure what they were. My best friend went with me, and she was the only one that was in the room with me, and basically what we did was, when she was looking for the gender part, she would push the screen around so we couldn't see it, and then when she came to her decisions and figured out what they were, she ended up taking a picture of the babies and writing the gender on the picture, and then she put it in an envelope for my best friend. And I told my friend she could not see the genders until she got back to her office at work, because if she knew the gender like when she was with me, I would probably have gone crazy. So my friend left after the gender was figured out, and then I did go see my doctor for a little bit, and I did talk to him, and one of the things we decided was, I've got a couple people I follow on YouTube who are also pregnant with twins, and they did the whole IVF process, and they have had some complications around 20 to 22 weeks where their cervix are either thinning or it's become short and dilated, and they've been put on bed rest, they've been in the hospital. And so my fear is that could possibly happen in our situation. So I did talk to my doctor, and I explained my concern, and instead of going once a month, which I think I've gone once a month one time, which was this last time, we're going to go back to bi-weekly, so I'll go every 2 weeks. Just because I want to make sure I get my cervix measured each time, and that way if something is happening, then we can kind of catch it early instead of being too late. I know that viability for pregnancies is 24 weeks, and I'm now on 17 weeks, so I've still got a little ways to go. So he did agree that we would definitely do bi-weekly, and he actually went to get the measurement of my cervix from the paperwork from the tech, and because we were so focused on trying to get the gender, we didn't do that part of it. So I had to go back into this ultrasound tech, and she measured my cervix, which they said my cervix is very long. It is a 4.5 to a 5, I think it's centimeters, and so he said it's very good, it's very long. He doesn't foresee any issues, but you know, anything can happen, and they'll just measure it each time I go in. And the ultrasound tech did look at the babies one more time just to double check everything, and their umbilical cords were actually not between their legs, and so she confirmed the genders, and she was right the first time. So yeah, week 16, that was probably our thing was the gender reveal, and we did have a Christmas party at our house a couple days later, and we did the gender reveal there. And so, I'm trying to think of, I wanted to post a video of the gender reveal, but my mother-in-law has the video and I don't have it. So anyway, I'll just let you know. So we have a boy and a girl, and I could not be any more happier. I never ever thought that would be the case. Like, I had a bunch of people say, oh, it's going to be a boy and a girl, but I never thought that would be our situation. Boys run into my husband's family. They just run in the family, and he only has one cousin that is a girl. I take that back. He's got 3 cousins that are girls, but like, so yeah, we're just stoked. My husband is extremely thrilled. So, and then my second guess was 2 girls, and so the whole boy and girl thing was not even a guess for me. My husband, he just didn't have a clue either, and it was kind of funny. I'll post some pictures at the end of the gender reveal, but basically what happened was my best friend, she wrapped up these presents, and we have Santa Claus that comes to our house for the little kids at the party, and basically the kids sit on his lap, tell them what they want, and we give them like candy or something. So it was Shannon and my turn to sit on his lap, so we went to sit on his lap, and they gave us these boxes, and we opened them up, and I had my husband open his first, and his box revealed a girl, and immediately I just started crying, because that was, again, I was thinking 2 boys, and I just thought to myself, I was like, and I told my husband too, I said, you're in trouble. I said, if mine's a girl, you're in deep trouble. And so I opened up mine, totally expecting it to be a girl, and it was a boy. My husband didn't even let me get the gift out of the bag before the box, before he seen the blue on it, and he literally just jerked it out of the box and was just screaming, and it was hilarious. So I'm glad we opened them the way we did, because otherwise it would have, I don't know, I probably would have been just a sobbing mess if we did it the other way around. But we do have a boy and a girl. We do have a girl's name picked out, but I don't want to say it right now because we're still working on the boy's name. But once my husband and I decide what the boy's name will be, I'll let you guys know what the names are. We haven't really done much as far as buying anything for them yet because we just found out the genders. But a couple family members went out and bought some boy and girl clothing for the babies. And so Christmas Day, we got to open them up. And so we've got a few things. I have gotten 2 cribs, a changing table, and a dresser. And I found them on a yard sale site. And they match. They're the dark cherry color. And I think I paid, total for everything, was only $330. So me and my husband were definitely doing the whole hand-me-down thing, and we'll buy from like yard sale pages and whatnot. And the only thing I think I'm going to put on the registry is going to be like diapers, bottles, maybe some toys and some things like that. But for the most part, we're getting a lot of the stuff donated to us, or hand-me-downs, or even we're just purchasing at a very low price. So yeah, we're super excited. We get to start doing the nursery after the first of the year, and I'm sure everything will start going really quickly at that point. It's kind of been slow, kind of slow up until now, but I know that now we know the gender and we're going to be buying things for them, and I think it's just going to go by so fast. I've felt the babies a little bit, like air bubble type things, but I'm still waiting for that like really good kick or that really good punch. There'll be times when I'm just laying in the bed and I'll just be poking on my stomach, and then you could kind of feel them move around a little bit, but it's not very often, and I have to kind of really be concentrating on it. But I'm hoping that because I've hit my 17-week mark, that hopefully within the next couple weeks I'll start feeling them a little more. Baby B, which is on my right side, and she is the girl, and she's higher up, and then baby A is the boy, and he's lower down. So I'm thinking I'll probably feel baby B first, the girl first, just because she's higher up. And but yeah, everything seems to be going great. I couldn't ask for a better pregnancy thus far, and I just keep praying that nothing happens. I still got a ways to go to get out of the woods. So our next goal is to make it 24 weeks. I do want to go ahead and give a shout out to LaQuisha and Chris and Chrissy, and I just want to pray. I know they've been going through some, I don't want to say hard times, but they've had some issues with their pregnancies, and I just want to pray and let you know that you're definitely in my thoughts and prayers, and if you need anything, and I mean anything, please just don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I will do exactly what I can to help you out. I hate that we live so far away from each other, but maybe one day we can meet up and hang out and have all the kids together. So, and then anyone else going through IVF, or even if you're starting and you have questions, feel free to ask. I will give you all the information that I have. And if you want to know more about my experience, just let me know. You definitely want to be there for people who have been going through this, and it's a long road, but I promise once you get to that I don't want to say ending point, because it's not there for me yet, but when you get to that point where you're actually pregnant and everything, it's just a new journey. Like, I can probably tell you everything I know about IVF, and I might sound like a doctor when I'm talking to you, but when it comes to actually being pregnant, I know nothing. So it's just it's a whole new journey. So yeah, so prayers to everyone, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I hope everyone has a great New Year's. I'm actually going out of town tonight, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and try to upload this today, and my next appointment isn't until the 7th of January, so hopefully by that time I can give you another update. So until then, stay strong, have a good New Year's. I hope everyone had a great Christmas, and I will talk to you later. Bye.